Please, for the love of God, I'll start this video off by saying don't spoil shit for me. I don't like this from Genshin Impact. Now, I've been playing the story for a while, and I played out of Natlan, and I've just started Notcry, playing through Notcry. The story has improved a lot. I'll give Genshin Impact credit where credit is due. The story has improved a lot. It I know people complain that it was like stagnant and still. It didn't feel stagnant and still at all. There's a lot more camera movement. There's a lot more emotions when the characters are talking and stuff like that. Camera angles are, I said, absolutely great. It pacing off it is really good so far. The way we interact with the world and stuff like that is natural. Everything there is absolutely perfect. I think they're doing absolutely good job with how they're presenting the story. My big issue that I have, I don't like things that break the immersion. What I'm talking about is, and I don't want to spoil the story either, but there's a part where I have to go to a specific area, and then it was locked because this character was locked to another story that is a time limited event. And because she's locked to that, I have to do part of the time limited event to progress the actual story. So I'm ending up meeting or interacting with characters that I haven't really met up with yet before I actually interact with them. It's not good. Like it just breaks the immersion of the story, really and truly. I like the story. The story is they've done a fantastic job with it, but the way it's just breaking parts of the story, and then I continue even further, and then this character that belongs to the story is locked up in the time event again. It just breaks the immersion of the story. I just really don't like that. And given the fact that in the initial story, the Archon quest is where we're gonna meet the characters for the first time, and then it is being locked by a limited time event that we are not gonna be meeting this character for the first time. In that in that side event, in that limited time event, we supposed to already meet these characters already. So I'm having a big problem with that, and I think Genshin Impact needs to really look into things like that and try to avoid that naturally. If because I see where they're going, I see where they're aiming for. They're aiming for a more natural feel to the story, and I definitely feel it. But if you have things like interrupting the story, for me, two times right now, I don't know how much time it's gonna be. Like I think I'm like 1/4 of the way through the story. I haven't completed it. I don't know if I'm gonna complete it tonight or by the time I have this video up, I will likely complete it because I don't want people spoiling shit for me with the story. And congrats to you guys as a community. You have never spoiled anything for me in the story, and no one understand that I can't really attack these stories right away because I have things to do in real life. But I think Genshin Impact really needs to not make that mistake again. Everything else so far on Notcry has been absolutely perfect. The changes they implemented, the what was it? The you can see the last substat of the 5-star artifact as coming very useful to me. It it's a good quality of life because I don't have to worry about like leveling this artifact up, this artifact up, this artifact up to see what it is. I can just know right away which one is trash and which one I can utilize somewhere else, which is absolutely beautiful. The time limited, I don't know how long this time thing is, but where you can farm for every single day without the restriction, it has not dropped for me. I don't know how long it is, but it's very nice seeing this, and I just want them to just make it permanent, really and truly. I really just want them to make it permanent. Now, is there anything that I am forgetting? Oh yeah, the character designs. Now, settle down, Genocide. I know, I know, I know, Genocide. Settle down. And that is just a joke. It's unfortunate that people like Saint Tontas can just say one thing and then somebody's gonna be labeled as that for the rest of his life. It's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. But he's not a he's not a PDF, guys. But the character design. This one I find very interesting. It looks really cool. Like the hairstyle is unique. It looks really cool. I like the design of that hairstyle. It just caught me off guard. This I end up, and I don't know if this is a bad thing or a good thing, but in the world, I think it's a good thing. In the world, you just randomly end up in a specific story just by walking in that direction. I think that is really cool. I think it's really annoying when I'm trying when the location for where I'm trying to go in the main Archon quest get interlocked with this story and I end up falling into the trap of this story when I'm trying to complete the main Archon quest. So that pissed me off a little bit, but I I think it's an issue for me, yes. I think it should have been fixed with the immersion mode. This is just on me, guys. I should have clicked immersion mode on for this quest. I think that would have fixed a lot of problems. But overall, I think having like story quests where you just randomly walk into is really cool. I guess that is really cool. It really brings life to the world. And the reason why I had to, if you know her, you know the quest that I'm talking about. The reason why I end up having to do most of it was because every single time that aimbot piece of shit always aim and hit me and then piss me off, and then I say, all right, bitch, you wanna go? Let's go. So I end up completing most of that story, apart from like I'm not gonna spoil shit again. But my experience so far in Genshin Impact story, Not Cry story, has been absolutely beautiful. It looks very interesting. The world building is very interesting too, and it does look like a real fun area to get into. I am gonna go back to go into that. Like I have a lot of videos that I still haven't finished editing to bring out yet, so I'll get to that. And another thing I want to mention in the story, they say this is the whatever that SP word is. One of the travel guides recommend restaurants. All the waiters here are kids. So we should be canceling Genshin Impact, guys, because they are out here having child labor working at restaurants. So we should definitely get on canceling Genshin Impact for this. So I don't understand why people are trying to censor llama in Genshin Impact. Like we should be focusing on this. It literally says they're okay with child labor, and nobody's talking about it for some reason. Everybody's talking about llama's two moons, and I don't want these two moons to get any shrinkflation. So let's stop talking about it, please. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoy, and like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video, hopefully.